doing this live or not?
Yes. We're going live.
Okay.
Everybody.
Tell me when, because I'm going to take another hit then.
Oh, we're live now. This is Nicholas Tanek, and this is your kinky friends. YKF Weekends is here. We're going to talk about kink weddings and collaring ceremonies. Oh, we have a magnificent guest, a very special guest, someone who's very, very close to my heart. I love this woman. I truly, truly do. I did a whole show about her, a live show at her place. Great. Anyway, everything we say tonight is between adults. We're adults. We're consenting adults. This is a lifestyle.
Last time I checked, anyway.
Yeah. And everybody, please don't judge. Just be cool, be kind, keep an open mind. This is your kinky friends. Who's a romantic out there?
Really? That's how you're going to open?
No, I'm serious. So, like, when I was, I think the kink community, a lot of it stems from the romance of connection. It's all about the romance of connection. And when I was in the hospital bed, even before I was in the hospital bed, when I was just like dare I say, a lonely punk rock gooner, I don't know. I don't know. But like, I mean, you wish for connection. So when I see people getting married, and when I see collaring ceremonies, especially in the kink community, I wanted to be involved in the kink community. Of course, I want love. I want connection. That was inspiring to me. It means that love actually exists, that there's some kind of romance, that even in the dirty, most brutal aspects of the kink community, people can connect.
Well, because everybody just wants to be loved. Yeah, I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
100% true. So this is Your Kinky Friends. Please, everybody go to yourkinkyfriends.com. Get 15% off all inventory at lockedinlust.com with offer code YKF. We always need money. This could be the last show. We don't know. Please support us. YKF Tanek. There's a cash app. Oh, we have a new sponsor, Pompeii Superfoods out of Piscataway. These things are awesome. Fox nuts. You get 15% off YKF. You can also listen to us on Spotify. Yes. So we're talking about.
Look at you venturing out into the consumer marketplace. I'm so proud of you.
I learned it from you.
It's nice. I could teach people something still.
Seriously, you throw parties. You throw some wild parties, some wicked parties that are profitable too. I mean, I walk into Mischief Manor. Oh my God! I just see your case of toys, and they're all for they're for sale.
Well, look. Let's be honest. I put effort into it. Like, yes, it's a basement in my home, but I dedicated space, and I made it so that when people come in, they don't feel like they feel like they're at a house party, but not like a home. They don't feel like they're invading anybody's space. I did that deliberately.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mistress Schari from Mischief Manor. And what I want to say, all right, so when I met this woman after liver transplant, I had this kink frenzy in me, right? Oh, I'm in a new world, living a new life. Oh my God. Oh my God. The world that opened up, and the comfort, the friendship, the family that basically is that you created, right? Then I come to learn, after knowing all these people, I come to learn that you're marrying them. You're marrying them and you're comforting them.
It happened accidentally, I swear.
Please tell us how it happened. How'd you get involved?
Well, you're part of it. You know that, right? Like, it just, like, I never intended to be a matchmaker. I've never, nothing like it. But like, when I'm a people person, and I like to be around a lot of people. I coach people. I used to be a motivational speaker. Like, I like people. And when I see people that like, oh, well, they should meet that person because it just makes sense to me. And so I just make them meet each other. and then, like, I don't always expect it to work out, but I've been very fortunate lately, ever since starting the Manor. Everybody that I've introduced to there are now couples. Like, they're all couples off. One couple's having a child. Yes. The other one I married. I've married two of them now. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like I got ordained just so I could marry them. because I introduced them. So then they wanted me to marry them. And I don't know, it's really nice to kind of bring like first of all the kinky people end up going to the wedding. And
Yeah.
it's like the most fun you've ever had at a wedding before because you're actually there with people you like.
Yeah.
Which is so rare.
I don't want to call anybody out on like whose wedding we went to, but you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. It was the inspiration for the Halloween party that we went to.
It was absolutely amazing. So I'm writing about it in my new book. And I told them about it. I told them about it too. So we go to this wedding. It's absolutely beautiful. Everyone is it's a very vanilla wedding.
Very vanilla wedding.
Very vanilla. And
with 45 of their kinkiest friends there.
And we're all vanillaed out, right?
We're all in prom gowns galore. It's fabulous.
And but that sense, that bond, that sense of
some of the men wore suits. I didn't even recognize them. Like they had clothes on. And I was like, oh, you're not in a dress today. How nice for you. Like, yeah, it was I've honestly never been to a vanilla wedding with all my kinky friends before.
It was a beautiful feeling. It felt like a movie, because I love like 80s movies, like John Hughes movies, and it feels like something.
You're right. It felt like that. It felt like we should be making memory glasses and having candle lighting ceremonies. It was really a lot of fun.
All right, we got some questions here for you.
Oh, okay.
What's one element that consistently transforms a standard ceremony into a life-altering power exchange?
What do you mean, like a standard ceremony?
In your opinion, in your ceremony, or in the ceremony that you do, right?
Right.
What is the one element that you really feel is the life-altering element of it?
Well, it's not a cookie cutter speech or anything. Like I customize it to the people that I know, or I have a very lengthy application that people would fill out. Application is the wrong word. It's like I ask them all the questions, is all the prompts, and I take all those answers and I form the ceremony from that. I may use all of them. I may use 3 or 4 of them. I give them a chance to tell a favorite story. I can incorporate all of that. And sometimes, though, I'm lucky enough that I know the couple, like personally, so I can fashion my own stories too. Like when the friends that we attended, they wanted to approve my ceremony before I actually did it. Okay, I get that. You don't want to embarrass your parents. You want to make sure that it looks good, sits good, right? And so what I did was I asked them, I said, listen, I get that, but there's like 2 or 3 things that I would like to say because I know you both so well, but they're kind of endearing and I would like them to be a surprise. Are you comfortable if I redact like 2 or 3 of the statements and black them out and you just approve what's there? Like, do you guys trust me enough like that what I'm going to say will not embarrass anybody and blah, 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 but it will be genuinely funny and sweet and inside joke, blah, blah, blah. And they were totally fine with that. And I thought that's terrific because that really allows me to make it a very personable ceremony. And then it becomes very authentic. And so people automatically think that I know the couple very well.
No, yeah.
They don't think that I'm just some hired, minister or whatever. Yeah. Like it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be personable. It makes a huge difference. And they're short. Mm-hmm. That's the other important thing. This is 20 minutes. I'm in and out. Nobody wants a long ceremony. I'm sorry, but nobody wants that. They would like to get to the bar. So we try, and we're in New Jersey, so people have been waiting 3 years for that wedding site. They want to get to the wedding, So it's, I liked it. I loved it. Doing theirs just made me want to do more and more and more and more.
The first time I saw you do a collaring ceremony, not the official wedding thing, but it was a collaring ceremony, and it was
that for my rigor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and and then there was one with Briska,
mm-hmm. and her puppy,
and stuff like that. Now, how do you approach those? As I mean, there's a little more fun, a little more.
Yeah, well, there's no parents in the room.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't have to watch myself. I can, if it's appropriate, I can use a word or a curse word or a vulgar word or something. If it's appropriate, like it's that kind of crowd. But the collaring ceremony has more like, like in a traditional wedding ceremony, do you take each other? Do you promise to love each other? All that's, but like the collaring ceremony tends to list the actual negotiations between the couple. Like it might have some of those personal protocols, like, do you promise to always have my coffee in the morning? Like you can incorporate some of those to be a little bit cute or to be a little bit serious, to really sign it on the dotted line. Like you have your choice. But I think that's what really separates them to me, is that a wedding ceremony will tell their love story. That's what it's meant to do. It's meant to tell the love story to everybody there. These are the reason why these people are joining hands. Hooray, everybody clap, let's go drink. And then when you do a collaring ceremony, you're really kind of explaining to everyone and your kink friends, like, why this person submits to me and why I promise to take care of them while they do that. And you're really kind of putting it out there that, like, yeah, I'm responsible for them, and you're taking them on, and it's I don't know, to some people it's more serious than a wedding. To some people it means more. It has more depth. It has more truth and more meaning. And I've never done it, but I've seen like the collaring ceremonies where they reveal their matching tattoos around their fingers, to really kind of like, I don't really see any bride and grooms rushing to get tattooed fingers, like the divorce rate is too high that people aren't committing that way.
Yeah, tattoo needles expensive.
Right, yes, they are. Yeah. So, but I just think that like collaring ceremonies to me, at least the ones I've attended and the ones that I have performed, are deeper. Everybody takes it more seriously. Yeah. It's always in a darkened room. It's never got white wine. It's always red. Like, I mean, there are certain like components that make it very like foreboding sometimes and mysterious. And I think you can theme it and you can have a little bit more fun with it too. You can cosplay it. I tried to cosplay my wedding. My mother wouldn't allow it. It became a huge thing. So I thought it would be so cool, because we were getting married around Halloween. If I was Wonder Woman, my husband would have been Superman, because you've met him. I mean, he totally could have pulled off Superman. Yeah. And then our whole wedding party was the Justice League. Come on, tell me that would have been awesome. But nobody, except for my friends, saw the humor in that. So that didn't happen.
Let's move it along a little bit. Do you guide the couples in scripting their vows?
Yes, because I hand them literally a 35-page booklet that I constructed that has like journal prompts in it. So it prompts them like cute questions, like, like, where'd you meet? What'd you like about them? What didn't you like about them first? Like real fun, like kind of insightful stuff that I can use. So like the wedding that
for later.
Right. That's you find out stuff too. Like they'll write stuff and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to use that for the ceremony, but thanks for sharing. I didn't need to know that, so you have those moments because you do get to know them very intimately. And it's like, look, when you become a pro dom, and if you do it long enough, you inevitably become a therapist by default, right? You didn't have a choice. Like, it's just what's going to happen. You do it long enough. You listen to enough stories. You see enough patterns. You see enough stuff. You're able to like coach people. Like that's just what happens with bride and grooms, with things. It's no different. It's the same thing. If you do it long enough, you see it. You see enough patterns. You see enough things that you're able to like coach people responsibly and have the responsibility to be like, listen, you need a therapist for that. I'm not qualified. I'm just the person who's going to marry you. Like,
Mistress Schari.
It's always so ominous when you say it like that.
come to you. People seriously, people come to you. They seek you. I mean, they I know why. I know why because you're awesome, and everybody who knows you knows why. But let me ask you this: what would you like the couple to take away from your ceremony that they can't get from anywhere else?
Oh, that's a really good question. I would have to give that some thought, but like, I mean, first of all, I would like them to know that I want the whole room to feel like it was personable, it was meaningful, and they were entertained. They're not going to remember it at all if they weren't entertained on some level, So like, I can't sit up there and be like, "Hi, would you like me?" You know what I mean? Like, I have to be there. I gotta
Present.
I gotta be present. I have to be in the moment too. Which is pretty easy to do though, because usually the couple's very happy and you just naturally feed off that energy because it's like right there in front of you, you know. But I want everybody to walk away from like, oh, that's a happy couple. That's a couple that meant to be married, or that'll work for a few years. Like, I want people to feel good about the vows that those people just took because it's serious and it should be taken seriously, And I don't know. It's nice to be a part of people's happy moments instead of always their tragic moments. Like, don't ask me to, I'll give eulogies, and I have, but that's not my favorite thing to do.
No.
I'd much prefer to marry people than do that. So, you know what I mean? Like I never understood that. People will like, oh, I can't call out for that wedding. I'd really like to go. Oh, but a funeral, they'll call right out for. Like you'd rather lose a day's pay over something really miserable than something really happy. I never understood that. And so I think that's what leads me when I do this. When I even introduce people, I tell you all the time, I'm like, you could get hit by a bus tomorrow, so please go say hello to that person.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? I was talking about. I set up the interview with the LadyLioness today.
Yeah, she's so lovely.
I started it off. I was like, as soon as I walked in the manor, like I walk in, I'm ready to see everybody. First thing you grab me, he was like, you have to meet this person.
Yeah.
and of course, I like to serve you well. So of course, right. I'm like, whatever you say, Mr. Schari. And of course, you're right. Yeah, she was amazing.
She's an amazing. Like, I met her because I was on a panel with her. Like, I knew her briefly because I know the people she runs with and stuff, but like I never really sat and spoke to her. And then I was on a panel with her, and the things that she was saying was very different than what you normally hear.
Yeah.
And so I was, because she's a lifestyle dom, not a pro dom, so it's a little different. And it was very refreshing. And I thought, oh, people should really hear her story. People should hear this, like, because they always think that I'm walking around like in leather pants with a ponytail on the top of my head and stilettos I can't, and a corset I can't breathe in. Like that's not what we do.
Yeah.
So it's nice when people can hear other scenarios and sides.
So when you are performing these ceremonies, the gravitas to it, there really is, but things mess up. This is the kink community. Something goes wrong, right? What's the biggest oops moment you've seen? It maybe not just you, maybe you've seen it. You've been to other.
No, I've done it actually. When and it really has only happened during a collaring ceremony.
Okay.
But I knew the person very well, so I knew their real name. And in one of my whatever, instead of using their scene name, I said their real name, and a lot of people didn't know their real name. Oh, yeah. So I felt terrible. Most people didn't even catch it. Most people, it was much more of a bigger deal, and I felt
of course
worse about it than it actually landed. Yeah. But on my end, that's the worst thing you could do in a collaring ceremony. In a wedding ceremony, I think if you accidentally said someone's collaring name or scene name, you could be like, oh, I don't know where that came from. and half the people would laugh and nobody would care, But you don't want to mess up someone's name. I think that's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
That happened at my mother's second wedding. I will never forget. She married a man named Michael, and at the when the band leader announced that they were coming, like, and now Gail and Fred will cut the cake. Like, no, it's not what you want to hear at your wedding. No. Like, you don't want to hear the wrong name. So, and I learned that at a very young age, so they'll be stuck with me.
All right, before we open up questions,
okay,
we'll do some other questions.
I think we lost some of your guests.
No, I got them here.
Okay.
Without personal details, what's wedding or ceremony, collaring ceremony are you most proud of?
Right now, like the one that we all went to.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all,
magical. It really was.
They're the cutest couple in the whole world. Right?
They're so just the
and they were meant to be together. I hope they're listening. They were meant to be together because I met the groom. Mm-hmm. We'll call the groom and the bride. That's how we'll keep it very, very safe. Mm-hmm. I met the groom a month before when he came to the munch that I lead. A month before Test Fest, the big convention in Jersey. And he was so sweet and so adorable and so delightful. And I was just like, oh my God, this is like scrumptious. Like, if I didn't already have Catnip, my amazing sub, like I would have snapped him up just to protect him from everyone else because he was so cute. Kind of like what I did with Peyton, because like, you don't want anything bad to happen to them. Mm-hmm. And he was just so cute and adorable. And he was volunteering at Test Fest, and Catnip and I went to one of the meetups. They at all the conventions, they'll have meetups for people with different interests. And I think this was the queer meetup. And we meet this lovely bride, right? We meet her. And she's so cute and adorable. And I ask her age, and I'm like, are you here with anyone? And she's like, no, I'm here by myself. And I'm like, you are? As if Kismet, the groom, was walking right by. And I literally went, oh, groom, come here. I would like you to meet this person. This is so-and-so. You guys are the same age, and you have a lot of similar interests. I didn't even know if they did. I just made that up. And I'm like, you have similar interests. I think you guys should get to know each other. And I'm not kidding. I was standing there with Catnip, and I want to say 2 other people that, like, in our community. I think it was, like, Tiffany was one. Like, and we were all like, oh, my God, lightning just struck. Like, yes. Oh, okay, they're going to be a thing now. Like, that's it. That's it. They're just going to be together now. Like, everybody got it. In that, it was weird. It was weird, but like good weird. Like where everybody was like, oh, and I had never like done that before, but it felt so natural, and they just felt like they should be together, and then they got married. So it's nice when I could be right. Who doesn't love that? But it was really, I think that's what I'm most proud of, because I've seen it from beginning to end. I think if it happened on your end, I would be very proud too, because I would have seen that from beginning as well. So like, that makes a big difference when you're a part of someone's beginning like that.
For those who don't know, Mistress Schari and Mischief Manor is the reason why I'm locked and dressed right now.
Right. It's my fault in the best way. In the best way. And again, I didn't know. I only knew you for what, like a couple months?
No, you knew me for a year.
A year at that point? Okay, but I only knew her for a couple months. And you were both, it was a movie night, and you were both at the manor, and I was just like, oh, you two sit, and you were sitting next to each other, and I just remember looking at Catnip and go, oh yeah, that's a thing now. And I was like, yep, that's going to be a thing now. And sure enough, what is it, like 2 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and so as a dungeon owner, as somebody who likes to bring community together, what's more proof that I'm, doing a good job than
that's what I tell myself with the show. That's what I tell myself with this show, because I don't want to be just like some guy gooning about with talking to pretty women. I'm doing this for the community and for journalistic purposes, for for helping the community, but most importantly, getting people together. Getting people on
because nobody leaves their house anymore.
Yes, I know. So that means we should open it up for the panel. Mistress Sophie is here, and Mistress Claudia is here. I'm going to ask them. All right. What is the coolest BDSM wedding or collaring ceremony that you've ever been to or seen? Mistress Claudia.
I've never been to one.
You ever been to one? Have you ever,
I
Google
haven't.
one. Like
Yeah.
Google one on YouTube. I'm sure somebody filmed theirs just to see them. Sometimes they're really cool. Sometimes they're not, but sometimes they're pretty cool.
I'll have to look.
Especially the ones that combine Wiccan. I don't understand it, but I like it. It looks cool.
Just so you know, Mr. Schari, Mistress Claudia is out in Tempe, Arizona. And,
Ooh.
yeah.
I almost went to college there. I almost was there forever.
And she has wild stories to tell with puppies and toilet coffins, and it's really hardcore. And she's a force of nature. Yeah.
Do you hear like a weird noise? Because I do.
Mistress
Okay.
Sophie, is that you?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it might be talking.
Yeah. Sorry, it was just crackling in my ear. I didn't know if it was me.
Sophie, the connection is not really strong. You may want to come out and come back in. Maybe we'll try it again. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on with the show.
Sorry.
Questions for the pound. No problem. Okay. Fantasy versus reality. What do most people think of when they think of kink weddings and collaring ceremonies? So, Mr. Schari, you basically said that you do them. We didn't really get into that much detail.
Mm-hmm.
Mistress Claudia has never been to one.
Oh, that's right.
So let's ask Mistress Claudia, what's your conception? What do you think of when you think of kink weddings and collaring ceremonies?
My mind is going wild.
I bet.
I would, like, if I got married and had a kink wedding, I probably would be in full attire, and I would just see a lot of leather and a lot of
Yes.
maybe a hood. I would probably, if I was getting married, mine would be walking down the aisle on a leash, maybe crawling.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm going to, after tonight, I'm going to look some up and see what they're like, because I don't really socialize very much, and I bet they're really interesting, and I would enjoy them much more than a regular wedding.
Yes, it's a different. Well, first of all, everybody's very happy, and everybody actually likes to be around each other. Like it's not like it's usually. I mean, there's sometimes can be family there. It depends on how out you are with your lifestyle, but for the most part, it tends to just be friends. So it makes it like you can be yourself at your friends' weddings, and if you're the bride, like, and you want to wear red, there is not one person who will say to you, you can't wear a certain color to get married in if you're doing a kink wedding. Not one person will tell you what you can and can't do, what is a rule and what is a not rule. But if you're having a regular vanilla wedding, there's books written on it. Like, you can't wear this color, you can't do this, you need this, you need this. When it's a kink wedding, you could do whatever you want.
I think you should write a book on how to have a kink wedding.
That's not a bad idea.
Why don't you? Yeah, you could write multiple books because you have to be updated every year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You could be like the Emily Post of kink. That would be great. We could use one.
I think we should start a YKF wedding business.
Or just maybe a YKF etiquette business.
Yes, we should have etiquette school.
That wouldn't be bad. But
that's a good idea.
But I think as far as like what the reality of a ceremony is, it is like any other thing. The more effort you put into it, like the more it's going to look like how you imagine it. If you half-ass it, it's going to look like it's half-assed. It's like anything else. So I just think, like, if you can only do really small, then keep it small. Do everything like just if you and I think that, like, if you plan it and you make things match and you do it really sweet, neat, and tight, like, it looks more expensive than it is. There's ways to make it look like you spent a fortune and you didn't. Mm-hmm. It's just because you made everything match. Right? It's that easy. So, like, there are certain things that you can do to make it more special, even on a low budget. And I would think that, like, your venues change too. Like if you're doing a kink wedding, you could do it outside. You could do a forest theme. You can make everybody dress up as Lord of the Rings. Like you could do whatever you wanted.
That goes to my next question. Venues. First of all, where would you want your next kink wedding to be if you were going to have, if you could choose any place?
Like any place in the whole world?
Well, let's keep it to New Jersey. We have an ultimate kinky wedding at the end. That's the last question. But just in New Jersey, right? You're in New Jersey. You got your thing.
I would find one of those old, like not decrepit, but like one of those old mansions that you rent that look really gothic and dark and whatever. Like that's where I would want to have a kink wedding. And I wouldn't want it to be like, you know me, I don't like spiders. I don't like skulls. But I like dark roses. I like dark flowers. I like iron gates. I like a lot of the stuff without the creepy parts. Because that's just not me.
Bud Lake's got a theater.
It does. So does Horseshoe Lake.
Right on this. Yeah, that theater is pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a couple of places you could do that here. I mean, we also have such like all the arboretums around here, which would be perfect for a kink ceremony to have it in a greenhouse or like in a floral garden, something like that. I don't know.
He's back.
Yay!
Were you ever at a BDSM wedding or a collaring ceremony?
Me? Yes. I wasn't actually one myself, but I did witness one that was sort of like on FetLive, and I was completely blown away by it. I mean, bearing in mind that they were like all really dressed up and everything, as you do, but the sort of like the bride was carried in on a sort of like a pony car, but it was being pulled by two slaves.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And yes. But,
yeah, that's what I'm like. If you find that, like, I'm sure it's on YouTube. Like, I'm sure you could find other ones. I'm sure some people, like, especially when you're into pony play or puppy play and they incorporate that into the ceremony, it can get really wild, like really funky and fun looking and it, and a lot of leather and, you could have a lot of fun with it.
Now, legal marriage versus the kink commitment. Mistress Schari, how do couples blend or separate the state-recognized unions with collaring ceremonies?
Well, if all you have is a collaring ceremony, it means absolutely nothing when it comes time to inherit. Period. Period. If the person that you are living with, if you are not married to them, if they do not make arrangements on their end to take care of you or vice versa, you could we've seen it happen, like especially if depending on what state you're in and what kind of relationship you're in. So you there's that risk. So a lot of people will do both. They'll have a regular state ceremony and they get married in the eyes of the government and whatever, and then they have their big kink weddings, and things like that. Like that's what people do, unless it's just about collaring, like because there is that too. I mean, there are people that are collared that don't live together, that don't share their lives together. They have long distance relationships. Like there's all different kinds of relationships. But if we're talking about how to blend a state recognized union with the collaring ceremony, you do that in the speech. You put little hint words in it if you wanted. Like that's what I did for our friends. Like I put a whole line in it that only those in the know got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It felt so cool sitting there, like after the ceremony, people are dancing. It's like everything's winding down. We're all sitting at the table. Like everyone who's got a tie on, it's kind of like loosened a little bit.
Yeah. And that's when we're like, we should have a prom. And that was Halloween.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Kink weddings or collaring ceremonies gone wrong. They've had to happen. All of us have been in the scene, So what is the funniest or most chaotic moment you've witnessed or heard of, and what saved the day?
Well, if somebody else wants to chime in first, they can, because I've monopolized this
vanilla wedding. That's cool too.
We have the New Jersey Shore here, so a lot of people get married on the beach, which is really just asking for chaos.
Yeah,
because between the seagulls, a wave can come in. I hate when they all let's stand on the dock. No, don't stand on the dock. That never ends well. We've all seen it on Facebook. Like, enough. Don't do that.
the seagulls here in the UK actually dive bomb people.
Yes, they do that here in Jersey too. And if you have French fries, forget it. You will lose your fry. They are not scared of us. They are rats with wings.
Rats with wings, yes. Oh, Sunshine. Welcome, Mistress Schari, matchmaker. Love you.
Do you know what? I have to tell you guys this. I've been meaning to tell you guys this forever. For whatever it was, when I met Sunshine, I put her in my phone as Subshine, S-U-B Shine. She's still in there that way. And the only way I can find her is if I spell it that way. Like, I've never changed it.
Found out last night. That's for sure. Sunshine and I, we got to talk about a movie night that I think that the Manor would love.
Okay.
This
is like that noir movie, right?
This is something totally different. This is
okay. So
totally
we'll talk about that.
New developments.
Gotcha.
All right. All right. Now, this is going to go around the panel, but Mistress Schari is going to go last.
Okay.
We're going to start with Mistress Sophie. Okay. Now, you've heard the stories. You heard this. You've heard the romance. I started out. Are you romantic? Are you going to start with that? Yes, I fucking did. Because, serious. Like, romance is what brought us all here in some way, shape, or form. We romanticize the kink community. We romanticize connections and stuff like that. So, let's romanticize a little bit. Mr. Sophie, if you had unlimited resources and can go anywhere in the world, what is your ultimate BDSM wedding or collaring ceremony? Now, you're a dom, so you would collar, so you'd be collaring someone. So what would you do?
I really would have to have like the really sort of deep and personal connection with that person. They wouldn't just be like any kind of service to me as such. So I think for me, I don't want to say beach wedding because that would sound, I don't want to get dive bombed by seagulls.
Right. It's not fun. It's not good. It's not easy to run in a wedding dress. They're really heavy.
Oh, I should know. I've worn one.
Yeah, they're heavy. Yeah. Like you need to like work out just to get the fucking thing on. It's a miserable experience.
This is one thing that's always amazed me. Okay. The ladies in the UK, right? Back in like the Victorian times, the amount of material, these dresses weighed a ton.
I worked 25 years in the fashion industry. I know it. I don't know how they did it. I really don't. In all those petticoats and they must have been so hot. Like, I can't imagine.
No wonder they kept passing out all the time.
Yes, yes, and those corsets that, when we put on our corsets, right? Because if you're a dom, like you wore a corset at one point or another, and you had your sub behind you as you braced against the wall, and you're like, no, I can still breathe. Please pull it tighter. As tight as we do it, doesn't even amount to probably how tight they actually did it back then. Like they did it to the point where they couldn't sit, they could not move. And I thank God every day that we at least don't do that. That some of our corsets give a little, because oh my God, I wore one on Halloween, and it was like everybody's like, "Here, have a seat." I'm like, "No, I'm good," because I wore a leather one and I couldn't move, and it was brand new, so it was real stiff, and you can't sit, you can't do anything. But all right, that's off the subject. I know. I'm sorry.
No. Well, in fact, if anything, it's actually quite relevant because the type of wedding gown I would actually have I'm the big princess girl.
Okay.
I'm definitely like the Cinderella ball gowns and all that kind of thing. I'm not necessarily, because I know a lot of girls, they like the wedding dresses where they're sort of like the mermaid shape or the really hourglass figure. But for me, it would be the big ball gowns.
You want full on Cinderella?
No.
You should look. I wore a tiara at mine, so right? And I wear it every chance I get. So because it's just a nice tiara. Like my daughter wore it to the prom. But yeah, any chance you get, like if that's what you're into, to be a princess like that, like that is the one time you get to do it where nobody can tell you can't. Like because everybody expects to see a princess at a wedding, like. That we all expect it, like for her to look glamorous and beautiful and all the things. So I think when you show up in red and black, like that's what makes it exciting because you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
You know, like I knew better than to wear all white at my wedding. I had blue flowers all over my whole dress. I knew if I wore all white, nobody would be fooled. So I was like, so I had blue flowers covering my dress. Looked like Wedgwood china. I loved it.
Brilliant.
Mistress Claudia, before I ask you the question, I may have someone who would buy your toilet coffin. Serious. Yeah, I interviewed somebody and I asked toilet.
That's such a weird thing to say to someone.
I know, right? Only on this show. Only on this show would it happen.
Right.
So let me fill you in on the thing. I don't know if you still have it, but we were talking.
No. It's not my toilet coffin. So it belonged to someone that I saw for years who had the toilet coffin that pulled out from under their bed. And they were super into, I mean, obviously they have a toilet coffin under their bed and it was custom made. No, so he started dating a woman that had no idea he was into that. And I don't ever know what happened to the toilet coffin, but I could probably reach out to him and ask him what he did with his toilet coffin.
It's probably still under the bed collecting dust.
I know a dom who may want it. You could probably get a sale. You could probably get some commission from it. So
do a finder's fee.
So what are you doing? I made all this money selling toilet coffins.
Look, have you seen some of the shit I've gotten on Etsy?
Maybe I should just open a toilet coffin business.
You would probably do really well. Like, I'm not kidding. That's a niche market. I don't think you'll have a whole lot of competition. Go for it. But there probably is really a market for it. Like, no joke.
You'll probably get flushed away in the process.
Yeah. I do want to be responsible. It is unhealthy. It is like, so please, like, people have.
Please don't live in a toilet coffin. It's not a good thing.
I have to state that. Okay.
I get it. It's like a hard limit for me. I get people ask me all the time to pee on them, and I'm like, no, no, I'm not. It's not my thing. I don't. If you want to see, I'll give you some names, but it's just not my thing. And it's mostly, well, I have two reasons. One, I don't like to give anybody any kind of evidence that they can use against me later.
Mm-hmm.
I know too many in law enforcement, so I'm skeptical of everybody.
What? That's why you don't sell your panties.
Right. I will not sell my panties. I won't even, blow air into a jar, like nothing. There are a lot of women that do a lot of crazy things. And I'm like, dude, if they murder somebody and leave your panties in Michigan, what are you going to do? So I won't do that. But, and I won't, like, I just won't even, like, I don't do any of the toilet games. Like, but I'm a light dom. I'm not that heavy corporal dom either. I'm like, I'm great for newbies. So, I'm going to be a little easier.
The neighborhood friendly mistress.
Yeah, I am the Labrador puppy of the dom group. I swear.
So,
and I don't mind that. I'm fine with that reputation.
It's a great reputation to have.
Yeah.
Saved my life. Mistress Claudia. Okay, after all the toilet coffin talk, if you had unlimited resources and you can go anywhere in the world, let's say you found the perfect sub. I mean, you talked a little bit about it, ceremony, but let's say you really could do anything. What would be your ultimate BDSM wedding or collaring ceremony?
I would be a part, like it would be my wedding.
It would be yours.
Oh goodness, it would have to be in France, and I think it would be optional, but everyone would have to wear latex. I would have a latex wedding dress.
I love it.
I'm like torn because I can't decide if I think if I ever did marry, I mean, obviously he would have to be, I don't know, but I'm trying to think if I want like that gimpy thing that if I get annoyed, I could just put him in a box somewhere. But
I wish they came with remotes that had a mute button. That would be great.
Well, see, if he was a gimp, then he'd just wear his leather mask.
That's right, and then he'd be mute. Yeah,
covered. Yeah, I love that. Like, I know it sounds so like cliche, but I think like I need someone like in that, what was that, Pulp Fiction, when that
Gimp, yeah.
Gimp.
Yeah.
I think I need someone either like that, or I mean, they'd have to have a job and make a lot of money too, but
Like a big, strong, useful gimp.
yeah. But I would want to get married.
Toilets,
I would want to probably
chop trees.
I think maybe at once. I really like the Castle Chambord in the Loire Valley. So I think that's where I would wish I could get married, and then have the ceremony at some vineyard in Loire Valley somewhere. That would be perfect.
That would be lovely. Wow.
Yeah.
And you don't ever say that you're not a romantic, Mistress Claudia.
I guess I am in a weird way.
Well, maybe you are for yourself, but not for others.
All right, Mistress Schari.
Yes.
Unlimited resources. You could get married again. Renew your vows if you want, but you had unlimited resources. You can go anywhere in the world. You could be.
If I am not currently married at the time that I get to do this, I will never get married again. Ever, ever, ever. Never. But I think if I had unlimited resources and I could do anything like that, I would open up my bed and breakfast in Savannah that I've always wanted, and I would make it big enough that I could host weddings there, and then I could marry everybody else, and they can have a wedding there, and it could be kinky, and it could be whatever they want, because it's going to be a kinky B&B, and that would be my ultimate dream. I would love to spend the rest of my days just running my kinky B&B. Like, that would just make me happy. Everybody would come to me. I don't have to leave the house. Like, I like to socialize a lot, but I'm getting older. I don't want to go anywhere anymore. I'm done traveling. Like, I just want to chill. So.
All right. That was a great show. I think everyone.
Yeah, this is fun. It's always fun talking to you.
It's always great talking with all of you. I'm so thankful that all of you are in my life, and I'm
going to see you Saturday, aren't I?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. Do you know what Saturday is? Probably not. It's a party.
Yes.
Okay.
I go to every party at the Manor.
I know, but usually Sunshine is the one that handles that.
It's a great setup.
It is. No, you got it made. You got it made.
I have to, and once again, I have to say, Mr. Schari, thank you. Seriously, not only your connection with connections saved my life. I mean, I've met
but you saved hers too.
Many people because of you. And things are happening, and things have happened because of you. Like the shows that we had at the Manor, the rope show, the live show, the Narcissa, all that stuff, all because of you.
You know me. I want people to. If I could be Tinkerbell, I would. Like, I would make everybody's dreams come true. That's just what I would do. Hi.
You just showed up.
I am so sorry I'm late.
No worries. Like, this is YKF weekends. People can come and go. You did miss pretty much most of the show, but let's talk about.
I'm so sorry.
No worries.
When mom duty calls, I gotta answer.
Yes,
of course. We didn't do the plug for anybody, so the show's not over. But let's get the LadyLioness. Everybody, let's introduce everybody to the LadyLioness. I just met the LadyLioness a couple weeks ago. She did my show today, and it was an amazing show.
Thank you.
She handles NJ Femme, or Club Femme for NJ. Club Femme for NJ. If you don't know, you better ask. How would you describe Club Femme?
It's a pretty niche focused social organization for dominant women, submissive men seeking FLR, female-led relationship, or dynamic at whatever level, but it is specifically focused for dominant women and submissive men.
All right. So have you ever been to a collaring ceremony or a BDSM wedding?
Have I? I have, actually. I attended the mistresses out of Trenton, Mistress D and Mistress Di's collaring ceremony at Brimstone. Yeah.
Oh, at Brimstone. That's right. I was there. I forgot about that. I wasn't at the ceremony, but I was at that Brimstone.
Yeah, it was a beautiful ceremony. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mr. Schari and I were talking about this before, but I want to ask you this. The collar versus the ring. What's the deeper symbol of commitment in a power exchange dynamic, and why?
In a power exchange dynamic?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a collar.
Of course.
I mean, that's to me, in my opinion, it's just as, if not deeper, than a wedding ring.
All right.
Yeah. Like I said, most people do consider it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And we are ending the show, but before we do, I gotta ask this question. So, LadyLioness, let's say you had unlimited resources and you go anywhere in the world. You're gonna collar somebody or you're gonna wed somebody. What is your ultimate BDSM wedding or collaring ceremony?
Oh my God. I have always wanted to go to Fiji and be in these little huts that are above the water. And I would love to be waist deep in the water and just collar somebody with all my friends around. That would be so cool, with fish swimming. It would be so cool.
Awesome. Can some of us stand on a dock without the fish?
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, thank you everybody for showing up. How can we get in touch with everybody? And so let's go around the room to promote everybody. Mistress Sophie, how can everybody get in touch with you?
Yeah, well, my website is www.mistresssophieofhertfordshire.co.uk. I'm on X at m_Sophie93, and my FetLife is Mistress Sophie93.
And Mistress Claudia, your name's right there on the screen. I mean, your number's right there up on the screen at your website. But please say it with your beautiful voice.
You can reach me. My phone number is listed on that, and that's my website also. I always respond if you email me. I always respond if you text me, and I never respond if you call me because I won't answer my phone.
It's important to set boundaries.
Yes.
The LadyLioness, how can people get in touch with you, support Club Femme?
Well, you can visit us on the web at www.clubfemnj.com. You can submit a contact us message, which I will get and I will read and I'll respond to. Or you can find me on FetLife. My profile name is the LadyLioness, pretty self-explanatory. You can send me a message request. Respectful messages I'm open to and happy about.
And Mistress Schari, how can people get in touch with you? What's the best way?
Really, if you just spell my name right,
yeah,
you could find me on the web. Mostly mischiefmatters.com or on FetLife on Mistress Schari. Much like Mistress Claudia, if I've never spoken to you before and you call me, I'm not answering that phone. I don't know who you are. So I just let it go to voicemail. But if you text me first and say, hi, this is so-and-so, open the dialogue, and then say, can we speak on the phone? That's different. And I'm totally open to that. And you can email me or whatever. And I am a pro dom in Northern Jersey. So if you're interested in that aspect, go to mischiefmatters.com and that'll lead you there.
And you know the rules, people. I mean, do I have to explain it to you? Never waste the dom's time.
That's right. That is right. Don't just write me a message that says sup, because I'm not going to answer.
Thank you very, very much, everybody. Please, please, please read a book. Read a book. This is going to go out of print. The coolest way to kill yourself is going out of print. So if you got a copy, hold on to it.
I have one.
Yes, you do. And
I need one.
Your kinky friends, take your broken heart, make it into art. Your kinky friends, my tribute to the kink community. Thank you. This is going to be a great week. Your kinky friends, go to Your Kinky Friends, get 15% off all inventory at Locked In Lust. Please support the show. YKF, Tanek, and also check out Papay Foods. They're amazing. Just check out the link below and check us out on Spotify. It's going to be a great week, everybody. I am so thankful and humble that I am here with you and that you're listening to me. Be cool, be kind, keep an open mind. Take care. Love you. Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Kinky.